What's going on, ladies and gents, and welcome to episode 27 of the Crimson Championship Wrestling Series on TEW9. I'm BT Savage, and of course we've got Max Matt here with us, and this episode we got Dominion 7 and 8 here, and we got some cool stuff going. Obviously, next episode we'll have Dominion 9 and Ashes Mexico, so that'll be big. But let's not talk about the future, because we still got the present here, and we got two big Dominions packed for you in this episode. So we hope you enjoy and don't want to waste too much more time. So let's get right into
for sure, man.
Dominion number 7.
All right, we kick off Dominion 7, of course, in the CCW compound. 378 people in attendance. And we kick off with Adam Cole and Christopher Daniels in the ring. Adam Cole kicks off and says, well, if it isn't another week where Adam Cole kicks off Dominion. Because let's face it, nobody in this company gets the people talking like me. And speaking of talking, there's an old timer who's been doing a lot of that. The crowd pops, chanting Christopher Daniels, Fallen Angel, all of that. Daniel says, you got something you want to say, kid? Because I'm sick of hearing you run your mouth about me week after week. Adam Cole chuckles, kid, Daniels, you've been around so long, you probably trained Noah to build the Ark. You're lucky I even remember who you are between naps. Face it, you're 67 years old. Your back's creaking, your knees sound like bubble wrap. You still think you're the fallen angel? Buddy, you've fallen, alright? Right into irrelevance. Crowd boos and Daniels just keeps calm. You done? Because if I've fallen, Cole, it's only because I've been climbing higher than you've ever been. You call yourself the longest reigning champion in CCW history? Fine, it's true. But at Ashes to Ashes Mexico, I'm going to test just how great you really are. He then steps in closer and he says, you and me, tables, ladders, and chairs. The crowd erupts chanting, TLC, TLC, TLC. Adam Cole pretends to be, shocked. Oh, look at that. Grandpa wants to play with toys. Daniels, if you step in that ring with me under TLC rules, I promise you the only thing going through a table that night is your career. Daniels then says, we'll see, Cole, because when it's all said and done, maybe the only thing left of you is your ego in a pile of broken wood. Daniels drops the mic and walks off as the crowd roars. Cole then laughs and says, TLC it is, old man, and when I'm done, I'll make sure your retirement party is sponsored by AARP, which I'm pretty sure is the American Retirement Plan or something. We looked it up, AARP. Let me look it up again. American Association of Retired Persons. There you go. Yeah. 70 rated segment.
It's a great promo, man.
These guys did so well.
It's official now. The stipulation will be TLC for that No Limits title between Christopher Daniels and Adam Cole. That is going to be a certified banger.
Yeah. In Mexico, too.
In Mexico, of course. We can't forget about that.
Yeah. But it's now time for tag team action as Redragon take on London and Kendrick.
And in the 75 rated matchup, we do see Redragon defeat London and Kendrick in 14.5 minutes when Kyle O'Reilly submitted Brian Kendrick with the arm again. 80 for Kyle O'Reilly, 61 for Bobby Fish, 63 for Kendrick, and 58 for London. Great opening match here.
Yeah.
Look
at Kyle O'Reilly too with an 80.
Yeah, that's huge, man. That's huge. Love to see it. Big win for Redragon, and love it. Love to see it.
Yeah, good opening contest. We then go to a backstage pre-tape, and Natty Neidhart appears. And she says, for years, people have known me as the heart of wrestling. But what they've forgotten is that the Heart name was built on pain, on sacrifice, and on survival. I come from a family that didn't just train wrestlers, we forged them. In the dungeon, there was no shortcuts, no excuses, just bruises, blood, and lessons that last a lifetime. Every time someone steps in that ring with me, they're not just fighting Natty Neidhart. They're stepping into the dungeon itself. And the dungeon doesn't forgive. The dungeon breaks you. CCW, this isn't a new beginning for me. This is a reckoning. Natty Neidhart is here. Bit of a rough start, but man, she's going to be really cool. Really fun.
Yeah,
really
man.
fun
Natty Neidhart here. It's big for CCW, big for that women's division. You know, the women's division's getting a big step, a big name here, and I'm glad to see it.
For sure. After that, we have one of the number one contenders for that world title in action. Let's get into it.
As the Hurricane of Pain, Jacob Fatu, he defeats ACH in almost 13 minutes with the Samoan drop. 52 rated match there. 30 for Jacob Fatu. 57 for ACH. A big win for Jacob Fatu and a big momentum going into Ashes to Ashes Mexico. Man, could he defeat Omega and Steen to become the new world champion? Man, who knows at this point?
I don't think it would be an upset. I don't think any winner in that match is an upset. I'll be 100% honest. And it's triple threat rules, man. Champion doesn't have to be pinned. We know that.
We know that. A great win for Jacob Fatu, and
we then cut across to the parking lot where Adam Page has been laid out by Kenta. He got held back by the language barrier, but hopefully Kenta can learn some English and over time and make a bit more of an impact in that way. So a 39 is not great, but it tells the story. Kenta is not finished with Adam Page. Adam Page said bring the fight, and he did.
Oh, he did. 100%.
Not sure what's going to happen there, but we will see. We then are going to get into some women's action. We got a new debut and also a returning familiar face.
Well, correct. The new debut, we see Nikki Storm debuting here as she picks up the win against Candice LeRae. Just 11.5 minutes with the Eye of the Storm. 53 rated match there. As Nikki Storm gets to 44, Candice LeRae with 47. Very good gimmick.
Yeah.
Nikki Storm, the troublemaker.
Yeah, how true is that? She definitely is a troublemaker. Losses do not hurt momentum as much. That's really nice. A large penalty to charisma does suck, but honestly, the losses not hurting momentum as much as usual is really nice. It's a good match, man. A 53 solid.
It is. It is. And yeah, another huge name added to the women's division.
Yeah, yeah, it's been big for the women. We are then
crazy.
We're then gonna get I guess returning. I mean, he had he wasn't on last show, but so we won't say returning, but recently returned. Rob Van Dam in action against Matt Cross, where Rob Van Dam does win with a 5-star frog splash in about 9.5 minutes. 44 for RVD, 52 for Matt Cross. I think we're going to start phasing RVD out. I'm not going to lie. But maybe let's start putting him over on some, on some of the younger guys. We'll see.
100%.
Tonight must be the night of returns and debuts, because we're going to hear from one of the, not original guys, but a very early guy here in CCW.
Correct. We see the return of the man, the myth, the bully. Bully Ray, he's back. He says, you know what? It's been a few long weeks sitting at home, sitting there with my wrist taped up, feeling every crack and every pop from that war I went through. Every single day, I replayed it in my head. What happened? Who caused it? What I'm going to do about it. But next week, the waiting ends. Next week, Bully Ray is back in action. I don't care who was across that ring. They're just the next body in line, because every fight, every table, every broken bone is one step closer to the man I'm hunting, Kenny Omega. You might think you're untouchable, but I promise you this. I don't forget. You cost me my momentum, my spot, and a piece of my damn body. Next week's just the warm-up. The road to revenge starts now as Bully Ray smirks, cracks his knuckles, and leans towards Montgomery continues, and finishes with, Omega, I hope you're watching, because payback ain't just coming. It's Bully's revenge. and it's gonna hurt like hell.
Man, it's so good to have Bully back. It is nice to have Bully back. He's one of the guys, one of the boys, one of the bullies.
70 rated promo. He's back. It's clear who he wants to go after.
Yeah. Makes sense. It makes sense. Main event time. This main event is gonna be insane. Maybe one of the best matches we've put on yet. Kota Ibushi taking on the leader of the Bullet Club, Prince Devitt. And in a 79 rated match, the match was ruined when the Young Bucks came out. Eddie Kingston came out going after Kota. They've had a little bit of, heat with each other, I suppose, but the Young Bucks coming out, then Uhaa Nation coming out, Keith Lee coming out, Shelton not here tonight, but all becoming involved. The referee calls the match off. Look, still a great match, especially with the bullshit finish, but 78 for Devitt, 75 for Ibushi, 79 all up. Look at that wrestling rating. God damn.
Yeah, what a match, man. What
Obviously,
a match.
Was penalized for the type of finish, of course. But man, this is a great match. I'm really happy. Classic TV main event. Classic.
Exactly. Classic TV main event. We don't get a real decisive winner here, but
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll face each other once again in the future.
Oh, yeah.
I don't doubt that.
We finish up the show with a 73. It definitely was one of our weaker shows, but still, a 73. We're beating TNA. With those ratings, we're beating TNA.
I mean, also keep in mind, a lot of people were not here for this show.
Yeah.
We had to change some things around. I'm not going to lie.
We rebooked half the show.
Yeah. But still to get a 73 is pretty good.
It is. Moment of truth. Obviously, we know we're going to drop money. Somehow we dropped a bit more money. I think probably because we paid a lot of people's travel that we weren't expecting. But that's
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And not the big money makers. Come on. We are 35. We have hit small. We have finally done it, guys. Anyway, that's the end of the sit. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. This is just the beginning, baby. I can't wait. VT, I know you're excited. But let's not give too much away. Let's go ahead into the next Dominion. This could be one of the biggest Dominions yet. Let's do it.
Let's go. And we are here now with Dominion 8 in front of 401 people in the compound as we kick off with the man, the myth, the legend, the owner, Big Don Callis himself. He's in the ring, mic in hand. He says, "Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to CCW Dominion, the most talked about wrestling program in the world today." As the crowd reacts, he says, "For months, people have been asking me, Don, what's next for CCW? They said we couldn't change the game. They said we couldn't compete with their big boys. They said we were a niche alternative. Well, as of tonight, that narrative is dead. Because I'm here to announce, effective immediately, CCW has absorbed both IWRG and DDT Pro Wrestling." There's a crowd gasp, and there's lots of cheers and murmurs in the compound. It continues, "That's right. The best in Mexico, the best in Japan, the wildest, most innovative, most dangerous talents in the world are now part of the CCW family. We're not just global anymore. We're universal," as CCW chants go out through the compound. He continues, "And since we're expanding our empire, it's only fitting that Dominion now airs worldwide on MAV TV and on Fighting TV Samurai in Japan. So no matter where you are, Mexico City, Tokyo, Toronto, Sydney, or right here in the CCW compound, the whole world is watching. And with the eyes of the wrestling world upon us, I have one more announcement for our next pay-per-view, Ashes to Ashes Mexico." As the crowd starts shouting, Mexico. I love the compound. At Ashes to Ashes, we will witness a match that embodies everything CCW stands for: skill, violence, and legacy. It will be Samoa Joe versus Alex Shelley. Huge pop for the crowd. They're chanting, "Holy shit," now. As Callis continues, "Two masters of their craft, two men who have carried the weight of wrestling's evolution, but only one will walk out of Mexico as the future of this new CCW. This is what I promised when I said we were entering the transparency era. You don't have to like me. but you'll respect the results. Because CCW isn't just another promotion anymore. CCW is the company. And if you're not with us, you're just waiting to be left in the ashes.
Great announcement. Something we should mention: we are now getting nearly 70k a month in merchandise. In sponsorship. We're up to roughly 40 across the board in Japan popularity. We'll get to that at the end. That'll show the popularity, so that's fine. Big announcement. I do want to just say as well, Samoa Joe versus Shelley will be a tables match at Ashes to Ashes. Another one on the hit list of Joe, right?
Another one. Another one potentially bites the dust.
Speaking of Mexico, we're going to kick off with one of Mexico's best. Pentagon Jr. taking on Ricochet in our opener. And in an 80 rated match, Ricochet defeats Pentagon Jr. in about 13 and a half minutes with a 6:30 senton. Oh my god, what a match, man. 401 people, everyone watching around the world. Not everyone watching, of course. We're still a small company, but we are growing. We are growing. We are growing. Wow. What a win there for Ricochet. Ricochet really needed that win, man. He's come off a couple losses. This is good to see.
He did. Good win for Ricochet. They both have chemistry. We'd love to see it. 80 rated match.
For sure.
Right there.
Then we hear from the man, the myth himself. Again, backstage in the office now. I'm going to let you take it away.
Oh, it's so nice. We get to hear from him twice. Don Callis is here to announce the match card for next week's Dominion. He starts, I told you, CCW isn't slowing down for anyone. And next week, right here in Mexico, well, not right here in Mexico, but in Mexico, we're giving the fans the kind of card that defines why we are the greatest wrestling company on the planet. Dream matches, you want the best of the best from every corner of the world, you got it. Next week on Dominion, CCW Dominion Mexico, we open the night Lucha Libre style. It'll be Pentagon Jr. and Pete Dunne teaming up to face Rob Van Dam and Dragon Lee under Lucha Libre rules. As we get Ciro Miedo chants in the compound. Bro, the compound's going crazy tonight.
Going crazy.
Then we move to the women's division. A women's division clash that could headline any show in the world. As Demi Bennett takes on Kana. Pure wrestling excellence meets unfiltered violence. And for those of you who crave strong style and pure intensity, we've got Hangman Adam Page going one-on-one with Kenta as the crowd pops. Two men who hit harder than anyone in this business. No excuses, no gimmicks, just a fight. And in our main event, things get personal. Two men who refuse to back down. Kota Ibushi versus Eddie Kingston in a strap match. The crowd pops on that one. You can call it chaos, you can call it violence, but I call it CCW at its best. Because next week, Mexico isn't just hosting a show, it's hosting a war. Oh, wow, Don Callis. That's a big match card. Obviously, next week is the go home to Ashes Mexico. So we're having a whole week long, Dominion in Mexico, Ashes to Ashes in Mexico. Mexico is going to treat next week, and I'd love to see it, man.
Bro, massive, right? And I think just us having a Dominion in Mexico is going to be exciting in itself, right?
100%.
Yeah. We now have singles action as Rhett Titus is going to take on Mr. Matt Hardy. But, Rhett Titus obviously being in a tag team with Kenny King. But, sometimes we're going to put some tag teams in some singles. You know what I mean? 52 rated match. Okay. Matt Hardy does win with the twist of fate. 50 for Matt Hardy isn't bad. 7.5 minute match there just to just get it going. Matt Hardy's sort of not as good as I hoped he would be right now, but his promos make up for it. He's solid. He's a solid guy in the roster,
Solid guy, solid win over Rhett Titus.
Yeah. Oh man, this next one's gonna be personal. We've already kind of spoke about it. It's about our main event next week. Let's hear from Mr. Eddie Kingston.
We will, Eddie Kingston here, backstage. Eddie Kingston, he starts, go to Ibushi. Look at this. Holds up the strap. This ain't some prop. This ain't a toy. This is real. This is pain. This is punishment. This is me. He smacks the strap against his palm. Crack echoing through the compound here backstage. You call yourself a golden star? Nah, man. It's where you're just meat on the line. Because when that bell rings, I ain't coming to wrestle. I'm coming to decimate you. He steps closer to the camera. Every shot with this strap is gonna mean something. Every hit, every welt, every scream. You're gonna learn what happens when you stand across from a man who's got nothing to lose and everything to prove. Kingston clenches his fist around the strap and says, next week, Ibushi, you're not shining bright. You're burning out.
Damn. It's getting personal between those two. And I'm all for it, man. I'm all for it. That strap match is going to absolutely slap.
I mean, they've already faced each other once before, I believe. That was when Kingston got that big win over Ibushi, and then obviously last week Eddie Kingston got involved in the main event.
Against Devitt. So that was It needs to happen. They need to get it all out, man.
They need to settle the differences, and that gets a 66 rated promo.
Legit. We then have the return of Bully Ray. Bully Ray is back in action, and he's taken on Mustafa Ali. He's got a point to prove as well. He lost against Eddie Kingston. There you go. 67 rated match, and Bully Ray does pick up the win with the Bubba Bomb, the Bully Bomb. I don't know. In about 13 and a half minutes. 65 for Ali, 48 for Bully Ray. I'm good with this match, man. A 67. This is a good TV match.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Bully Ray coming back after his wrist injury, and seems to be looking fine, looking good.
For sure, man. Yeah, it's good to see him come back, pick up a win. Some people, I mean, it's only a broken wrist, right? It's not the biggest injury in the world. It's not like he tore an ACL or something like that. But it is good to see he can come back and get the job done. We then have Sami Callihan taking on a member of the Alliance, so Rich Swann from Dragon Gate.
Yeah, so we see Sami Callihan picking up a big win against Rich Swann with the stretch muffler in 13.5 minutes. 59 rated match, 48 for Callihan, and a 53 for Rich Swann. Good to see Sami Callihan finally back in action. We haven't really seen him in a hot minute, and picking up a win.
It's been a little bit, man. It's been a little bit, but after the match, we go to commercial, I would say, and then we come back and we hear from Kurt Angle. 73 rated promo. Yeah, let's go. He says, Kyle O'Reilly, I've been watching you. I've seen the way you twist, turn, and tear through opponents, and I'll admit it, you're one of the best technical wrestlers in the world today. Yeah! No, he says, but Kyle, there's one thing you need to remember. I'm Kurt freaking Angle, an Olympic gold medalist, a man who bled for this sport, who's lived and breathed pure wrestling longer than most have been alive. You're great, Kyle, but I'm not ready to be a stepping stone for anyone. So Ashes to Ashes Mexico, I'm challenging you to a submission match. Let's find out who really is the best technical wrestler standing today, because I can still hang with the best, and I'll prove it when you're tapping out to the wrestling machine. He points to the camera with fire in his eyes, and the crowd chanting, you still got it, and he says, it's real. It's damn real. Kurt Angle, Kyle O'Reilly, man. That's going to be so sick.
Yeah, that's a great match, a great challenge for both men, really.
Yeah, both men.
Kyle O'Reilly, that's a big match for him, and then Kurt Angle wants to still prove that he can hang with the best and
with the young guys, and it makes perfect sense, man.
Should be a fun match. 73 rated promo. As we move on to our main event.
One of the men that's going to be in that triple threat, Kevin Steen, the returning Kevin Steen, is in action against Domination.
Wow, and in an 81 rated main event here, we see Kevin Steen picking up the win against Nation with the catching powerbomb in just over 15 minutes. 85 for Kevin Steen, and 64 for Uha Nation. And a good win. A good win. We're getting close to Ashes Mexico. I feel like Steen needed that win in the book just to,
Yeah, really solidify his spot,
100%.
I don't want to say
100%.
warm up because, man, O'Hara is no slouch, But
Yeah.
great main event. 81 rated for the show. That gets us a 76. Now, this is going to be something we might see for a little bit. Our show appeared worse because of broadcast quality. We're not sure how long this is going to be, but we'll see. You know what I mean? The show increased our popularity in 23 regions, which is good to see. We go forward. Financial, we made money.
We made money. Look at the broadcast revenue.
Oh my.
The tickets,
Not a lot of money.
sales.
Not a lot of money. And trust me, once we're using people like Kenny and look, something we should announce, we do have some people on exclusive deals. I kind of wanted to do it here. Kenny is one of those people. Kenny Omega, Io Shirai, a couple names I won't say. Pete Dunne is one of them. Who else have we got that we can announce? Crazy Mary Dobson. That's all I'm going to say because I don't want to say the wrong name and get in trouble. But there we go, 11.5K there. That is really, 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 really cool. And popularity, we're going up. We're going
up still.
Some of these regions not being touched, so this is something that we need to check out. I think that maybe our new deal hasn't started yet. We'll figure things out. That is fine. I'll probably do that now that I know. Man, this has been a wicked, wicked episode. We hit small. We've got stuff done. And trust me, the next one's going to be even bigger. Because I will say, and I know we say this every time, but Ashes to Ashes Mexico is going to be huge. But not only is it going to be huge, it is setting up the future of CCW. Like you've never seen
truly
before.
is. It truly, truly is, man. Next episode, the 2 shows in Mexico, Dominion 9 and Ashes Mexico. But anyone who's still tuned in to this point, we love you, appreciate you very much. Make sure to hit like on the video, only if you liked it, of course. Comment down below your thoughts on the episode, your thoughts on the series, your thoughts on us hitting small, man. We're growing. This is big times for CCW. We're loving it, man. Share this around with the TEW community. Give it some love. Subscribe if you're new here, of course. And until next time, I'm BT Savage. This is Maxi Matt, and we'll see you in the next episode of Crimson Championship Wrestling.